Hello and welcome to another Frost Death Knight guide. I will be covering a few changes since my last video that went over a mastery heavy Frost Presence build. Most things have not changed, such as glyphs and weapons and whatnot. Your spec, however, may need to be tweaked depending on what you will be doing. Will you be kiting? Perhaps a few points into Chillblains may be in order. Will you be interrupting a lot? Maybe putting a few points into Endless Winter and maybe even Hand of Doom may be useful. The core talents are still needed, of course, but just be aware of what you and your raid may need to maximize raid utility. First off is the major change in stat weights. Haste is by far our most important stat. Haste increases our auto attack rate, which then increases our chances of setting off Killing Machine. Haste also increases the rate of regeneration of which our runes use to come off of cooldown. This is the biggest factor of haste. More runes mean more of everything else. Rune power, skills, abilities, and just overall damage. The second switch up is of course the change from Frost Presence to Unholy Presence. This further increases attack rate and rune regeneration rate even higher. Now, some folks may not like the sudden culture shock, if you will, from the slower paced but harder hitting Mastery Frost Presence build to the much faster paced Haste Unholy Presence build. That's alright. Both are very viable for DPS. If you as an individual feel more comfortable playing in Frost Presence with Mastery, by all means go for it. But if you want to get the tippy top damage potential of Frost, Haste and Unholy Presence will still pull out ahead. Even I encountered a point in the beginning where my DPS plummeted. But sticking with it and practicing, I've adapted and now my DPS is even higher. A very useful website I would like to show players that may not already be familiar with is AskMrRobot.com. This site simplifies reforging for you and does all the math, making it easier and less of a hassle, so you don't waste gold trying out different combinations of reforges to get the best result. AskMrRobot.com does all the work for you. You simply find your character, make sure it has all of your gear updated. If not, log on to your character, make sure you are wearing the gear you want to reforge, log out, log back in, then click reload on Mr. Robot and press the optimize button. After a few moments, the page should refresh and reveal what should be reforged to maximize your DPS, tanking, or healing potential. I get many questions in my videos of 3 particular add-ons that I use. And here they are. The first of which is my rune add-on. This is called DKM runes, or Death Knight Monitor runes. This can simply be moved around, or you can enlarge it, make it smaller, many different setups. It's very adaptable. It just makes it easier to keep track of your runes, rune power, or your diseases. It's very useful, so check that out. It's called DKM if you Google it. It's on curse.com. Another add-on is an add-on that I just recently started using. It's called Sexy Cooldown. This can also be found on Curse, or if you just Google it. It's a bar that can be moved around anywhere on your screen. Mine is at the bottom, of course, as you can see here. And it tracks your cooldowns. Any cooldowns that you want it to look for. Horn of Winter, Rune Tap, Anti-Magic Shell, and it lines them up to which one's going to come off cooldown first, so that we can kind of look ahead and prepare for what's coming up. It's useful. It keeps me up to date of what's coming up and what's on cooldown and whatnot. And the bar can be moved around, made larger, made made smaller, different colors, all sorts of things. It's a very cool add-on, so check it out. It's called Sexy Cooldown. The last add-on I get lots of comments about is mixed scrolling battle text. This is the add-on that shows me my crits in the middle of my screen whenever I hit Obliterate or crit with Frost Strike or crit with anything, and it combines it into one big hit, or it'll just flash in front of my face so I know it did crit for that much damage. Again, it's called Mixed Scrolling Battle Text, or MSBT. This also can be found on curse.com, and it's very popular, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. It's very customizable, and it's generally aesthetic, just to make things look pretty. Please refer to my previous videos before asking any questions, for I might have already answered them already. Be sure to subscribe and like this video if it helped you or someone you might know. Until next time, thanks for watching, and see you in game.